Hi guys, I'm Harlequin.
And I'm Local Angel.
Today's video is part of our Human Behavior mini-series. It'll be about how to spot your enemy jungler throughout the laning phase, so that you can waste his time or avoid ganks altogether.
That's right, so let's get started.
Knowing where the enemy jungler is one of the most important things in this game. It relays information to your team that can lead to counter ganks, dragons, towers, etc. And you don't always need wards to do it either.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all, you need to know where the enemy jungler started. If you're blue side, chances are the enemy jungler started at his blue. If you're purple side, chances are he started at his red. This isn't always the case, but you can still figure out where he started by looking at where the enemy top or bot lane are coming from.
Why is that?
Well, because bot lane is warded most of the time in the first few minutes of the game, junglers tend to start at the bottom of the map and move their way towards top lane. Then they can choose to gank mid or top, which are easier to gank early game.
Alright, so that means that at around 3 minutes, the enemy jungler is ready to gank?
Yeah, if they only did one camp between the buffs, or around 3:30 if they did 2 camps.
Simple enough, but how do you figure out the jungler's position if you don't have wards?
Well, if you know where the enemy jungler started and buffs spawn at around 155, then you know his first buff will respawn at around 7 minutes, so you can assume he will be in that area. Even if you only know where he is approximately, it helps you ward correctly or preemptively. If you're mid lane, you can ward the correct side at the right time and stay safe. Same for every other lane actually, it lets you know when you should be refreshing your wards.
So what about the downtimes between the buff respawns?
Well, this is where it kind of becomes guesswork. You can help your jungler place deep wards on the enemy side, but the rest is just common sense. Look at your mini-map every few seconds, and I do mean look at it often. The jungler will show up somewhere eventually, and then you just do the same thing you do when you know he's on a buff.
Alright, so to recap, I need to figure out where the enemy jungler started. The first jungle round takes about 3 minutes. At around 7 minutes, the first enemy buff respawns. And when the enemy jungler is between buff respawns, I really need to pay attention to my minimap.
That's right, and if you're too greedy to ward, just watch episode 2. Hope you guys learned something new.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell everyone you know, and we'll see you next week.